call me Crazy Joe, but now they can call me Batman.
What up? Welcome back to the Necro Zoo. I am Bones, and in this one, we're going to take a look at the next figure I will be adding to my McFarlane DC Multiverse collection. Now, of course, this time it will be Shriek from Batman Beyond. Now, there is the original animated series from television that was really cool. I do own a lot of the DVDs and Blu-rays. Pretty cool series. I used to watch it. Really loved the dynamic between McGinnis and the older Bruce Wayne, and I really love the rogues gallery that was accumulated in the series. Of course, you have Spellbinder, Ink, Curare, the Assassin. You have the Stalker, and of course you have Shriek, and there's many others. Now, this was a Target exclusive. Pretty cool. I did receive my order from Target. He looks pretty awesome in the package, so let's go ahead and crack him out and take a look at him. Now, of course, first up, he does come with a black standard DC Multiverse stand. Not really needed, but pretty cool to have. He also comes with the data file card. Now on this one, there is an image of the figure, the Batman Beyond release, and also the Joker bot from Future's End that we will be assembling. On the back, you do have some information about Shriek himself. Really awesome episodes that he came out on in the series. Don't really know much about him in the comic books, but in the series, during one of the battles, he becomes deaf, which is pretty funny because he's like a sound guy and he works with a lot of sound. And Batman McGinnis actually blows his eardrums out, so pretty crazy. Added to the collection. He does come with one sound effect, which is kind of like a rippling sound effect. The thing about this one, it is blue. It's like kind of soft. It does have the holes in it so that you could put it into his claw hand or whatever. But the thing is that when they release the unmasked version of this, that one is going to come with two effects. So I think eventually I'll end up putting the two effects on the masked version, and then the unmasked version, I'll just have them standing. But this one will look pretty cool with the two effects in hand. So you get that effect, like a sound blast. And then he does come with two other accessories, which is one of the arms for the Joker bot. Kind of like mechanical, technological kind of arm. Has some pretty cool blades on the gauntlet. And some nice sculpt work there. Then you have the other arm, which has kind of a gun, like a cannon gun, and kind of looks familiar. And if you look, it's pretty much the same sculpt as the gun that came with the animated Jon Stewart, but it's just a bit smaller and solid and painted like gunmetal silver, and this one is transparent and a little bit bigger, but it is basically the same book mold. Pretty interesting. Pretty good use of sculpt work you already did before. Nice one, McFarlane. Of course, when you bring out the Joker bot, you must make sure to add these like bushings, the shoulder bushings. It has like a wider end, and that goes in, and then you just straighten up this plug and then stick it in there. Pretty much in there. And we'll do the other side. Pretty cool. Nice range of motion. And of course you do have that Joker bot head that turns into like a Batman head. Pretty cool, pretty nice. Will be pretty satisfying when we finally get it all put together. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the actual figure. Now, starting off with the head, pretty cool rendition of the Shriek character. He does have kind of like that Cyclops look with that little cool, like kind of like jewel bead plastic, transparent plastic, like a blue tint. Has some cool articulation. He does look up really well and looks down really good. So they're really kicking it up with the head articulation. He does have tilt for character. Let's look at the chest now. He has that same round blue plastic surrounded by like an outer border of gray on the chest. Nice sculpt work. Taking a look at the waist, he has that typical McFarlane dexterity in the waist. It's actually really snug and really smooth. The plastic is like a really soft plastic, so you could get a lot of rock and twist to put him in some cool positions. He does bend forward and back really well. Pretty awesome. Let's go ahead and take a look at the arm. He does have the butterfly joint. Now these shoulder guards up here on the top, they're pretty cool because the way they're sculpted, when you move up, it just pretty much like slides above the shoulder like seamlessly. You could get his arms up pretty high, which is really appreciated. He does have double jointed elbows. Now these are a different type of forearm and gauntlet because of the figure. He does have these black pins, which of course I will be taking a look at painting them in white just to clean up the figure a little bit. But going back to his hands, they have limited articulation because of the way they're designed, but you can rotate them 360. Has that pretty big jewel in the front, which in the show is where he controls his sound wave stuff. And then looking underneath, he has another like round feature, and then his claws, like his fingers. Pretty nice, pretty smooth sculpt work. It all like fits right in. Actually really liking this figure. Now I'm getting them in hand and taking a look at them. Really, really cool. We didn't get many characters in action figure form from Batman Beyond, but there is some. There was that other line where you had like the big Batman Beyond Batmobile, the sky one, and you had Blythe and a bunch of different Batman Beyond versions. It's actually a cool series, and I actually do have a lot of those toys, but they're in storage. I don't know if I'll ever make a video about them, but I do own them. Going down, let's check out his thigh swivel. It is there. Pretty smooth swivel, and that, like, instead of a thigh cut, it has that hip rotation. He has some cool sculpt work on the legs. He does have double jointed knees, which actually are really smooth. One of the most smoothest functioning articulation I've seen. You go down to the feet, he does have up and down. He does have ankle rocker that actually works pretty good. And then he does have toe articulation. Like I said before, pretty cool sculpt work on the legs. Taking a look at the bottom, no tread, but just like some markings. Going up the back more, pretty cool detailed sculpt work, kind of like a techno line work that they have in there, noir line work. Moving up to the back, never really noticed this, but besides the cool sculpt work they did on the suit armor, he has a little circle like made out of the same blue plastic as the rest of the suit, but it's just like a little added accent detail in the back. Pretty nice. Pretty nice looking figure. I'm glad to add him to the collection. Let's take a look at him standing next to the Batman Beyond release. And these guys look really good together. Pretty cool. This is the Batman Beyond that I removed the wings. Let's do a little bit more comparisons. Let's put him next to my custom Grim Knight with a cape and a lot of added paint and some guns that I gave him. Pretty cool figure. We'll take a look at him next to my Hooded Robin, which is another custom I did, that I changed the sword. I gave him like a samurai sword. Let's put him next to my custom Batman from like Death Metal or the Rebirth suit. Yeah. Pretty cool. This one I articulated the head, which was awesome. And then let's take a look at him next to my custom Bane with my custom Scarecrow on his back. Just for some size difference. Pretty cool. Anyways, guys, like I said before, we will be getting the unmasked version that will come with 2 different effects, but without the Joker bot parts. It'll be like a single release. Really cool. I have that one on pre-order as well from Target. So whenever he comes in, we'll take a look at him. But this one will be going up next to the Batman Beyonds in my collection. Really cool figure. Really happy to add him to the collection. Now, you guys keep hunting out there, keep collecting, keep customizing, and I will see you on the next one.